Big businesses are leaving blue states in record numbers, and it's reshaping the economic landscape. Sky-high taxes, heavy regulations, and rising costs are pushing companies to pack up and thrive elsewhere. In this video, we're breaking down why big business is fleeing blue states, which industries are leading the exodus, and how these moves are changing the way Americans live and work. The tax burden driving corporate relocation. Taxes are often the first factor cited by corporations leaving blue states. California, New York, and Illinois consistently rank among the highest taxed states in the country. Corporate income taxes, combined with state and local personal income taxes, create a substantial financial burden for companies and employees alike. For example, California's top corporate income tax rate is 8.84%, with personal income taxes exceeding 13%, while New York City adds additional city-level taxation. High earners and executives often feel this burden acutely, but businesses themselves absorb millions in cumulative expenses annually. Even industries traditionally seen as lucrative, such as tech, finance, and healthcare, are evaluating the net cost of staying versus relocating. Companies realize that moving operations to a low or no tax state like Texas or Florida allows them to reinvest in research, equipment, expansion, or employee benefits, rather than paying the government high sums that do not always translate into tangible improvements for their operations. Regulatory pressures and compliance costs. Taxes are only part of the story. Blue states also impose layers of regulations across environmental, labor, and operational standards. Environmental regulations, such as stringent emissions and water usage limits, add millions in compliance costs for manufacturing and tech operations. Labor laws, including higher minimum wages, mandatory paid leave, and union requirements, further increase operating expenses. While these rules are well-intentioned, designed to protect workers and the environment, they can slow decision-making, restrict flexibility, and reduce profit margins. A tech company in California, for example, may spend months navigating approvals to build new offices or campuses, while similar projects in Texas or Arizona can move forward with far fewer regulatory hurdles. For businesses seeking agility and cost efficiency, regulatory relief is often as valuable as tax incentives. Housing costs affect workforce recruitment. High housing costs in blue states are not only a problem for residents, they also impact employers. When employees cannot afford to live near the office, companies struggle with recruitment and retention. Tech firms in San Francisco, for instance, have long grappled with the challenge of attracting talent when median home prices exceed $1 million. Many companies now offer remote work or relocation packages to retain employees. But these solutions are often expensive and not sustainable long-term. By moving to states with affordable housing, companies reduce compensation pressures, make relocation easier for employees, and attract new talent at lower costs. Quality of life and employee retention. Employee satisfaction is increasingly tied to quality of life, which includes commute times, housing affordability, public safety, and schooling. Blue state urban centers face rising homelessness, congestion, and crime in some areas, which can negatively affect morale and retention. Companies that relocate to areas offering better work-life balance, safer neighborhoods, and lower living costs often see higher employee satisfaction and productivity. This trend is especially visible in tech, finance, and creative industries, where companies compete to retain highly skilled professionals. States like Florida and Texas advertise their lower cost of living, no state income tax, and business-friendly environments to attract corporate relocations. Case studies of major moves. Several high-profile corporate relocations illustrate this trend. Oracle, Palantir, and Hewlett-Packard have all moved significant operations out of California to Texas, citing taxes, regulations, and cost of living issues. Financial firms, including Charles Schwab, have relocated or expanded in states like Arizona and Florida, benefiting from lower taxes and more flexible labor laws. These moves not only impact the company's bottom lines, but also ripple across local economies, affecting real estate, retail, and service industries that once relied on a stable corporate presence. The role of state incentives. States seeking to attract businesses have increasingly used incentives such as tax credits, grants, and regulatory exemptions. While blue states offer some incentives, they are often limited or offset by higher baseline taxes and compliance costs. Conversely, red and swing states have leveraged aggressive incentive programs to entice large corporations, promising lower taxes, streamlined permitting, and infrastructure support. These strategies have successfully attracted headquarters, manufacturing plants, and tech campuses, reinforcing a migration trend that is both economic and cultural. Economic and political implications. The corporate exodus has broader implications beyond individual businesses. Blue states risk losing high-paying jobs, intellectual capital, and tax revenue, which can create a feedback loop of economic strain. Middle-class professionals may follow jobs to lower-cost states, impacting local housing markets and urban economies. Politically, the shift challenges blue states to reconcile progressive policy ambitions with the practical need to retain and attract businesses. Without strategic reforms, these states may face continued outflow of corporate headquarters, high-skilled workers, and economic growth opportunities. Thriving elsewhere. Why some states win. States like Texas, Florida, Tennessee, and Arizona are emerging as winners in this migration. They combine lower taxes, business-friendly regulations, affordable housing, and quality-of-life benefits that attract both companies and skilled workers. Cities like Austin, Miami, and Nashville have experienced significant economic growth as a result. With new headquarters, tech campuses, and manufacturing plants boosting local economies. The contrast between declining blue state urban centers and thriving Sun Belt cities illustrates a key lesson. Businesses will gravitate to environments where profitability, talent acquisition, and operational efficiency align with quality of life for employees. For companies and employees alike, location has become a strategic decision with far-reaching consequences. That's the reality of the corporate exodus from blue states. High taxes, heavy regulations, and rising costs are forcing businesses to relocate, creating opportunities in other parts of the country. This shift is reshaping communities, jobs, and the economy as a whole. If you want to stay informed about where businesses and jobs are heading, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to follow the latest economic trends.